So it's time for another dividend income update. In this video, we're going to take a look at 2 months of dividend paychecks. Yeah, you heard that right. We're going to do 2 months of dividend paychecks because I missed my update for last month. So in this video, we're going to take a look at my dividends for June and July, who paid me, how much I got paid, what were my buys and sells for those 2 months, and what are my plans for my stock portfolio moving forward. But before we begin, if you're new here, my name is Dred and I post personal finance and dividend investing videos and pretty much anything related to money. But right now, I am documenting my journey in paying off my student loans. So if you're interested in seeing how everything unfolds or just want to show your support, then please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and also sharing this video. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the main thing. So here we are on the dashboard of my Webull. I have a net account value of $8,935.25. That's an open P&L of $117.76 or a 1.35% gain. Now for the day's P&L, it has gained $122.77 or a 1.39% increase. Now, I still have a cash balance of $69.60. I guess these are some sort of like leftovers from my initial deposit or my monthly deposit, which I still haven't used. But anyway, there are some positions that I still have here. I have 15. Let's take a look at here. We have O, Stag, ABBV, EPD, Main O, HI, MMM, FTS, Good, JPM, ABR, NYCB, Store, PDI, and GNL. Now, all these things are already been kind of like sorted out, which is basically by open P&L. So let's take a look at my top 5 performing stocks here or positions. So we have O with $162.33 or a 17.21% increase. So that's pretty amazing. Stag with $123.12 in gain or an 11.37% increase. Next we have ABBV or ABV with $84.25 and then 13.64% increase. Next is EPD with $72.32 or a 16.17% increase, and our fifth gainer or top 5, yeah, basically is $22.74, and that is for Main, 5.45% increase. Where we still have OHI and MMM here as kind of like in the green, but they're not on the top 5, so we're just gonna gloss over them, I guess. But anyway, let's move over to the last 5 here. The bottom 5, we have GNL, PDI, Store, NYCB, and ABR. GNL is still the bottomest or the most bottom, I don't know, $173.16 or a 13.07% depreciation in its value. Next is PDI with $50.85 or a 6.95%. Store is the third one there, $33.31 with 7.15% decrease. NYCB $30.94, 15.79% decrease there. And then ABR lastly, $30.10, 8.54% in decrease. Now percentage wise though, I think if you actually look at here, it's NYCB who is the lowest. Dollar wise, it's still GNL. Now as for dollar wise, the highest is O, and then after that, percentage wise, it's still O, as you can pretty much see in my data right here. So that's pretty amazing. So this is the bottom 5 and the top 5 movers and losers of my portfolio as of today. So now let's take a look at my buys and sells. We're gonna take a look at my June and July at the same time so that it's a lot simpler to understand and get some context as to what is happening with my portfolio. All right, so here is my entire thing right here. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 transactions that have happened. But the very first one here is Warner Brothers Discovery, 7 shares here. I sold it completely for $14.49. So that's pretty much why I got extra shares that I've bought. So you'll see later on what else I've bought. And if you've been quite keen as well on looking at my portfolio, some of these things or some of the stocks that I have are completely new. But anyway, there you go, Warner Brothers Discovery. I just realized that they're not giving me any dividends at all, so why still keep that share or those stock. Anyway, let's move over to PDI. I bought an extra 5 shares at $21.30. And then after that, JP Morgan, I bought an extra share of just one share, $118.88. And then OHI or Omega Healthcare, I bought 5 shares of it at $29.69. And then Fortis right here, FTS, 4 shares at $47.34. And then for JP Morgan again, I believe this is already around July. Okay, so most of my buys and sells or a lot of those transactions usually happen towards the end of the month or like third or fourth week of the month, because that's when my my monthly recurring deposit happens. So anyway, that is JP Morgan 1 share, and then PDI again 5 shares at $20.70. And then lastly, ABR. I tried to buy ABR, that's why I still have $69 there as my cash balance. I tried to buy like at least 3 of them at that time, so the order did not fill, as you can see right here, but that was what I intended to buy, ABR. Maybe I'll buy again probably this month as well, since ABR is quite close to the bottom of my list. But there you go, those are my buys and sells for the month of June and July. Let's take a look at my dividend records already, my dividend paycheck. So let's take a look here, dividend records. Now this is going to be quite a long list because, you know, there's 2 months of dividend records that I have to go through. But anyway, just bear with me here. PDI here on the 1st of June, $4.63. 3M or MMM on the 13th of June, $2.98. Main Street on the 15th at $2.15. Realty Income, 15th of June, $3.71. Stag, $4.38 again. And then Main Street Capital on the 30th of June, 75 cents. Basically, I believe this is a supplemental dividend. You know, I don't know why, but you know, I'm lucky. Anyway, Gladstone Commercial or GOOD on the 30th of June as well, $6.27. So if I total everything together that I got for June right now, that would be $24.87. So let's take a look at my July dividends. On the 1st of July, PDI again, $4.63. On the 15th, GNL at $31.20. Still on the same date, Main Street Capital, $2.15. Realty Income, $3.71, and then Stag, $4.38, and then we got Store right here, $5.78, and then lastly we got Good on the 29th of July, $6.27. And so if I total everything together, what I got for July, that will be $58.12. So basically a very huge jump compared to June, almost double it. And that's just normal because it is one of those months where a lot of my dividend pairs actually fell into this specific month, and the biggest pair for that one is GNL. So there you go, that is quite a long list in regards to my June and July dividends. $24 and then $58, quite a big difference compared to previous months. So now let's take a look at my monthly and quarterly comparisons. However, for this one, I'm not going to compare June to May, I'm just going to compare July to June. So I've already established that I earned $58.12 for July, and then for June it was around $24. Now if we compare that one, it's basically $33.25 more compared to June. So that is a 133% increase just from last month. However, for my last quarter though, I made $58.58. So compared to this quarter, I made 46 cents less. That's only 0.79%. Anyway, a decrease of that one, so not that bad at all. Taking a look at last year, I earned $57.38. So that is an increase of 74 cents or a 1.29% increase. So totally not a bad number at all. I think that's what I really wanted to see anyway. So even though that my quarterly is the one that hasn't really grown, I am still very grateful because this month's number is bigger compared to last month and last year. When I looked at my spreadsheet, I know the reason for this one, and it's pretty much because of LFT and ONL, or Lument Finance Trust and Orion, which was the spin-off from Realty Income. If I had not sold or closed those positions, I would have gotten $1.60 for this month, but I did not, so that's why you've experienced or you've seen the decline compared to last quarter. So moving on from that one, let's take a look at my year-to-date earnings and some monthly and quarterly averages. So first, let's take a look at my year-to-date earnings. So from January to July, I earned $320.50 already. Now, for my monthly average for now, that's only from January to July, by the way, but still with consideration of 12 months, that's now at $26.71. Now for my quarterly average, it has boosted up to $80.13. And by the way, this is still quite inaccurate, like I've mentioned in my previous video regarding my dividend income updates, because I still consider 12 months, or based on this one, for my monthly it's 12 months, for my quarterly it's basically divided by 4. So that's why you can see $80 for my quarterly, because $320 divided by 4 is 80. But once we get to the end of the year, these numbers will be very more clear, more exact, because now we had a full set of numbers or full set of data. But anyway, for my trailing 12-month monthly average, at the end of July, I'm at $41.55. Now, just for context, my number for June was $40.97, and prior to that one, for May, it was around $39.20. So as you can see, there is a trend going up, and that's really what I wanted to see, because I had some troubles kind of like figuring out whether or not my monthly averages were actually growing, and it was kind of hard to find a beginning point and end point to all this one, so I just stuck with a trailing 12-month instead. And with that kind of like number in here, now I'm really happy to see that it is really growing. I'm just not seeing illusions or some sort of things that I hope would be the number, but there is a concrete number here that I can actually rely on, reflect on, and see basically where I can go from here. So there you go, guys, $58.12 for the month of July, and then prior to that one, $24. Totally not bad at all for those 2 months. Now for August, I feel like I'm still going to be doing what I've been doing for the past couple of months. I'm not gonna sweat too much regarding the stock market. The stock market is going to go up and it's going to go down. It's just gonna keep on going in cycles. It's going to be very hard for me to time the market correctly. So what I'm just doing is really buy stuff or buy companies or dividend stocks that I believe that will be a good value from, I don't know, maybe years from now. So if I see a good dividend stock out there that is paying consistent dividends and they pay dividends in a specific schedule that would fit in what my goals are, then that's something that I would buy, or maybe even add more to it. Now, if you've noticed in my buys and sells, I did buy different healthcare stocks as well, and I've added more to my current positions, and the main reasoning for that was that I really needed some diversification after that couple of months back then where a lot of the real estate or REIT stocks basically just tanked. It was hard for me to swallow that I need to really start diversifying. Even though I was really bullish on REITs, it's still hard to just stay strong and just hodl or hold on for your deal life with regards to a specific one. I just didn't want to see more red. I still wanted to see some green, so I started investing on those companies that were very good. They're cheap at the moment, and then they can just keep on growing years from now. And that's pretty much it for my video. If you have any recommendations for my portfolio, any stock picks, let me know in the comments below. If you like content just like this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever I post new content just like this. And also, if you are on Instagram, please add me there at DailyDread as a friend so that we can chat, collaborate, and maybe even exchange some ideas. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome and wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!